Hello? Is anybody out there? Hello, is anybody out there? Well, okay. How's it going, everybody? I think I need to start up our cruise wildcard. Let me figure out how to get back to the game. We got this crazy thing here, so let me hit the little push that down button. Let's find the game and go to the crew hangout. Where in the heck is the crew hangout? It's missing. All right, wild card. Bam, activated. There we go. The wild card is up and running. I see Melon, I see Sean Lee, I see William D, I see Lord West. We got Goku Vegeta, we got Guy. Nice to see you guys. What I need to do is let my crew know that we have started the wild card, and then we will get this show on the road. So if you see the little pinned comment, we should be in the 12.0 lobby today. 12.0, 12.0. Exiled Outlaw, 70% activated. Bam! All right, we're ready to rock and roll. Thank you for coming out, everybody. You guys are awesome. I appreciate everybody a lot. So, we're about to go run into the live racing lobby. We got William D in the house. We got Streamlabs in the house. What's up, Streamlabs? Live racing, here we come. Here we come, Mr. Live. Let's do it to it. I see a lot of bots. That's not always a good sign. I guess I'll start off by racing a bot. Lord West says no. What's up, buddy? Why are you saying no? Is everything okay? I'll tell you what, this is an excellent car. I love this thing. I want to marry it. It's my favorite. Fear, what's up, buddy? So they're going to start looking for you soon. Nice, nice. Oh, he says not the Bull-Eyed. Why, you don't like the Bull-Eyed? That's an amazing car. The Bull-Eyed is awesome. I'm not sure why anybody wouldn't like that thing. It's so good. It looks cool. It's just an all-around really good car. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third. Oh, what am I doing? I'm trying to drive the 600 LT. That was the last car I was driving. So I tried to shift it like I would shift the 600 LT. Oh, man. Lord West, I don't think I have a Corvette C8R upgraded, my man. You got to remember, there's like 900 cars in the game, and like, let's just say you take 600 tier 5 cars and have to spend roughly 8 million game cash each to upgrade them and fit all the parts. I can't even imagine how many billions of game cash that would cost. So you can't afford to upgrade everything. Now the C8R is really a cool car, but I just don't have it available to race. But I'm pretty sure there's over 600 tier 5 cars. It's insane. It's getting crazy out there. William D says 4.8 billion. That's a lot. That is a lot. I wonder how much game cash I've earned in the entire time I've been playing. I'm guessing less than that. Dang it, I did it again. I'm screwing it up so bad. That was the worst. Yeah, I made a little video about the Halloween event this morning. I'm not really so sure about that. I got a weird feeling we're not going to be too happy with that event. I don't think I have any C8s upgraded. Fear's name is Toxic. Cool, cool. I'm wondering what these mystery prizes look like. It's like, are they going to be really good mystery prizes or really bad mystery prizes? Hey, we got Comet in the house. What's up, man? We got David Shiv. Nice to see you guys. But generally, I don't upgrade cars unless they're either excellent and I love them, or I absolutely have to have them for something. You gotta be very stingy with your resources in this game, so I wish they made it so we could afford to upgrade anything we wanted. I've got so many nice cars that I would love to upgrade, but if I did, I'd be broke. William D says, what is an acceptable amount of RP during a wild card? I think as long as you make your cruise minimum, that's all that matters. They would definitely appreciate the more, the more the merrier. The more you make, the more your crew is going to enjoy it. But as long as you hit the minimum, I think you're okay. That's the way I look at it. If they give you one bronze key as a prize, that would be super lame. That would be extra lame, honestly. But I really have no idea. I mean, I have no clue how much I make during a wild card. But I mean, if you go, let's just say you win 20 races during a wild card. I mean, that's going to be helpful, Run 2 or 3 tanks of gas. Maybe spend a good half an hour or an hour racing. Win as many as possible. What you get, you get. It just depends on all kinds of stuff, honestly. Bam. Prentice, what's up? He says, top 25 dead or alive. He also says, Route 69 in the house. McGill says he can make 100,000. I think I read something wrong. I don't know. Melon and Miguel are both up there and they both start with an M. So I think I said Melon, but that was Miguel who said that. I can't believe I'm out of gas already. I'm going to have to buy some gasoline. So, Guy, thank you for the swaps, buddy. We'll do a couple more with Guy and then back to the lobby. Yeah, Goku, until you get those cars upgraded, they're always going to be slow. They're always going to be slow until you get them upgraded. I keep really messing up my shift pattern today. I suck at driving this thing. Hey, Colburn, what's up, my man? How you doing today? Here we go. Bugatti versus Corvette. Who's going to win? In real life, I'm pretty sure the Bugatti would win. I don't think a Corvette would be able to keep up with a Bugatti in real life. You would have to have a heck of a Corvette, that's for sure. William D says, Guy, are you liking the vet? I would love to see a Corvette that can compete with a Bugatti. Somebody would have like $10 million into their Corvette. That would be one heck of a Corvette. All right. We got Melon. We got Melon in the house. Sean Lee, it's taken me 3 years to save up the amount of resources I have right now, so I don't give it away. I don't give my resources out because it takes too darn long to get it. You need to have it there for when you need it, you know what I mean? I'm just not going to throw away like 3 years worth of saving. I earned all that. You got to earn your own, my man. There are some players who spend enough time playing a day that they can afford to give it out, but I've been playing for 6 years. If I play too much, I get tired of playing the game. I get sick of it. So I might spend 30 minutes to an hour a day playing, and that's it. So it's hard to earn a lot of extra resources. But you get burnt out when you play too much, so... If it were easy to come by, it would be a different story, but it takes forever to add that up. ZBBIGZB, what's up? He says you need to make a no spending account. You know what? I've been playing this game for about 7 years. And every once in a while I buy a car just because I like the car. I don't spend money on this game to do events or anything. This is a 90% free-to-play account right here. I should say 95%. And when I do buy a car, I don't spend money to get parts on it. So every once in a while I spend $20 to get a car. That's it. Maybe twice a year, 3 times a year at the most. So this is basically a free-to-play account, I guess, sort of. It's a very cheap-to-play account. How about that? Like super cheap-to-play account. Super, super, super cheap. But there was many years. I probably didn't spend a dime on this game for the first, 4 or 5 years I played it. I think the first thing I ever bought was the Ford Escort from Fast and Furious. If I remember correctly. Danny says, William D says, Danny, 90%. Oh my God, I can't talk today. 98%. I've been having speaking problems lately. I think my brain is broken. Mark Bass says, I want to buy the Ring Brothers Mustang. Yeah, I would also like to have it, but I'm not going to purchase that one. I just can't really... I bought 3 cars in the last couple of months. I mean, on my crappy little income, I can't afford to buy more for a while, so I'm done spending for a bit. It would be nice to have that car. It seems very good. It's a nice car, but yeah. It's $20 is $20, you know what I mean? I would love to have it, but it ain't going to happen anytime soon. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, one more race with Melon, I think, then we'll go back out to the lobby. Astro, what's up? How you doing today? Mark Bass, what's up? If I miss anybody's comments or I don't say hello, I'm sorry. Just Josh and says, one of my fans bought me the Ford Escort. See, I've got a absolutely terrible memory. I do remember a couple times somebody donated and said, buy the car because you want it or whatever, which is really cool. I think that's happened 2 or 3 times, actually. I don't remember which ones they were, but yeah, somebody did donate a couple times so I would buy a car, which is amazing. Angels Arcade says, how is everyone this morning? I'm doing good, but how about yourself? Raw Khan, what's up? I'm good, man. How's your day? We got Leroy Jenkins in the house. I wish my memory was better, but it's pretty bad. My memory's terrible. Thank you for the swaps, Melon. That was awesome, buddy. There's Weird Mix. Now, if I made more money, I would spend more money on these games. But, you know, I wouldn't spend a fortune on them, but I would probably spend more than like $50 a year average. You know what I'm saying? JP. You're doing deliciously? That's different. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. But yeah, sounds like you're doing good. That's awesome. Alrighty. I think we're racing Miguel in his crazy looking weird car. His weird mix car. That is a really cool looking car, that's for sure. I like it. Spaces X CSR2 podcast. I actually have no idea who that is. Colburn says it's a big game. Yeah, it's a huge game, my man. We got about 1,000 cars in this crazy game. The graphics are super good. I mean, the graphics are insane for a mobile game. I'm guessing those are the 2 reasons why it's so big. But yeah, it is a very big game. Just Josh and says, we got your back. Yeah, very nice of you guys. Thank you. I do appreciate everybody's support. Mark Bass says Twitter. Oh, Twitter. You can do podcasts on Twitter? I thought Twitter was like little, you could only write like a sentence or something and post little teeny sentences. Yeah, I don't use much social media. I'm not a fan of things like Facebook and Twitter and TikTok. I just don't like those. I like YouTube, but I don't like all those other social media things. I guess Twitter must be very different than what it used to be. I don't know much about it, but it must be way different than it used to be. Alright, so Fear, you got to make sure the car is running about 12.0. Let's just say you tune the car to 12.0. You have to make sure it's actually in the 12.0 lobby. It's more about, you know, what the car is running than the dyno time, I think. So you need to get the car into the 12.0 lobby. And then there's the possibility that there could be like 6 or 7 or 15 different 12.0 lobbies. That's another possibility too, so. We don't really know how many 12.0 lobbies might be running at one time. There might be 2, there might be 97. I mean, I doubt there's 97, but you just never know. What's up, Dad? He says the Voodoo 2 runs 8.89. Yeah, that's really slow, actually. Now, if we can find, like, personally, I don't really care if a car is fast or slow. I try to find, I look at it, how's the top speed, how's the acceleration, what kind of stuff can you tune the car for? If you can find a good live racing tune, can you find a good dyno beating tune? You know what I mean? There's different things that make a car good. How fast they are only really applies to some things. In my opinion, it's one of the least important things, but that is actually slow. If a car is that slow, more than likely, it's not going to be great. So, personally, I'm thinking about skipping the Halloween event. I don't want to upgrade some cars just to win that piece of junk. It sounds like it's going to be junk. Max the Gamer in the house. What's up, my man? Good to see ya. Max is driving, so we can't chat. Somebody said he liked Max's video. I missed the comment, so I don't know who that was. Where'd it go? William D says he likes your Voodoo video, Max. Leroy says, Guy, it's very good in slower lobbies. Hey, why is there an ad playing? Darn it, YouTube, you're not supposed to be playing ads on during my live streams. That's annoying. I tell it not to put ads during the live stream, but it does anyways. Oh well. What can you do? Fear said, somebody just ran 11.8 in my lobby. Yeah, I mean, if somebody has a... Let's just say somebody has a 12.0 on the dyno, and they can tune it to run much faster than that. That's probably somebody who knows how to down tune a car. More than likely, that's what that is. All right, we're going to do a couple more races here and then go back to the lobby and give somebody else a chance to race with me. Yeah, the Vet seems like a really nice car. I really should upgrade my Vet. It seems really, really, really good. I got so many nice cars that are sitting around not upgraded at all. Angel says I got interrupted by a video. Yeah, you know, I tell it not to put ads during the video, so I don't know why it is. YouTube is really cracking down on ways to make more money. I know they're changing a lot of things with advertising, so there may come a time where we don't get to choose whether or not they're putting ads during the live streams or not. There's supposed to be an ad at the beginning and the end, or if you watch it later, if you watch the live stream later, it plays ads during the stream. But when it's actually live, it's not supposed to be putting ads on there. So, I don't know. Unless I hit the wrong button or something, it shouldn't be doing that. YouTube's a pain in the butt sometimes. But I guess pretty soon, if you're running an ad blocker, YouTube won't even let you watch videos. That's something they're working on right now, because I guess they're losing a lot of money because people are using ad blockers. Angels Arcade says people at YouTube need to start listening. But you know, that's the thing. The YouTubers, like, I make money if you watch ads. If you guys watch an ad, I make money. That's how I get paid. I could tell it to place an ad like every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes or something if I wanted to, but I don't want to drive my viewers away. I mean, I do want to make some money off of it, but I don't want to drive people away either, so... Whoops, I accidentally hit the rematch button. Oh well. Alright, one more. I mean, you gotta remember though, these companies are businesses, right? They're out to make as much money as they can. They're a business. They're not here to help you out. They're here to make something that you like, so you'll use it and they'll make a lot of money off of it. I mean, that's any company. It's simply a business out to make money. The only reason they care about making something that's a good product or something that you like is so you'll buy it or spend your money on it or whatnot. So all right, back to the lobby. Oh, I need to buy some gas. Hold on. He challenged me before I could buy the gas. Miguel, thanks, buddy. That was fun. William D says, everybody smash that like button. Yeah, we would definitely appreciate that a lot. Angel says, when YouTube gets crazy with ads, I'll shut it down. I don't look up videos just to be shown something else entirely. Very annoying. Well, the good news is, you know, you can usually skip the ads. You gotta watch it for a few seconds, then you can skip it, but if there weren't ads on YouTube, YouTube wouldn't exist, and YouTubers probably wouldn't be on there because they wouldn't be making money. So you got to think about that as well. When you watch ads, you're supporting your favorite YouTubers. Google says they give us 60% of the revenue. So when you guys watch ads, supposedly I get 60%. When you watch your other favorite YouTubers' videos, you're supporting them with the ads. So, like, my guess is if you didn't make money on YouTube, there would be nobody on here posting videos. So that's something you got to think about there. And yeah, when you watch TV shows, every couple of minutes they block and you got to watch 3 minutes of freaking commercials. They claim it's 60%. They say we get 60% of the revenue. It's either 50 or 60, they told us. Kama says, that's why I watch ads. I just can't stand how many ads YouTube are forcing on videos when some people aren't even monetized. Yeah, you know, that I don't... Nowadays, they're putting ads on non-monetized channel. That's something they started doing about a year ago. And honestly, you know what? Every channel on you, if they're going to put ads on it, they should monetize every single channel. Even if it takes you a year to add up $50, hey, if they're putting ads on it, they should be paying the creator. That's my opinion. William D says 60-40 in their favor. Are you sure? I could have swore that was the other way around. I might be wrong, but I could have swore it was the other way around. All right, I got to get gas. I'm out of gas, Prince. I don't know if you're here on the stream, but I got to get me some gasoline. What's up, Portugal? But you know, I make, between my 3 YouTube channels, I make roughly somewhere between $2 and $4 per hour. That's all I make. That's it. I think to make $1,000 on a gaming channel, you would have to have something like 500,000 views, or it might be 1 million views. I can't remember, but it's a crap load of views to make $1,000 off of a gaming channel. But I spend, you know, between my 2 channels, I spend usually at least 3 hours a day answering comments, 2 hours a day live streaming, 4 hours a day just putting videos together. I mean, that puts me at 9 hours a day right there. Plus, there's all the other stuff I have to do for the channel. I mean, I put in 12 to 15 hours every single day. And I make about $2 an hour. It's pretty crappy money. For the amount of hours I put in, the money's terrible. The money's terrible for the amount of time spent. I really enjoy doing it, and you know, if I didn't have the autoimmune disease and I could go live life like a normal person, I would probably still do the YouTube thing, but I would only have one channel and I would just go get a normal job being a delivery driver again somewhere. Pappy, I'm lucky I have a place where I can stay that doesn't cost me a whole lot. I mean, I'm basically disabled from the autoimmune disease, man. There's days where I can't walk, I can't sit in a chair very long. That's why I'm not on the camera during the live streams, because I can't sit in a chair for 2 hours and live stream, or my back goes into spasms and I can't feel my legs. It's horrible. But I would love just to be able to go out getting a delivery driver job again. But I can't do nothing. I don't leave my house. I don't go to friends' houses. I don't do anything. I mean, I get in the car and I drive for 15 minutes. And when I get out of the car, I'm wobbling like a penguin because I can't really walk right after sitting in the car for 15 minutes because everything is spasmed up so bad. It's horrible. Day, what's up? He says, my thing with the ads is that it starts at the worst possible time. It can be right when we want to hear a good info, and you might be putting out. Oh yeah, you know, when the ad stops, I think it starts playback at the spot where it left off. I don't think it. Racer refused. What? I don't think it actually cuts out. Part of the video from you. It basically pauses the video and restarts it where you left off, or at least that's what it's supposed to do. I might be wrong, but I guess there's the thing where you could always rewind it a slight bit. So Pappy says, how is being a delivery driver? Well, it depends on the company. Now, my first delivery job was for FedEx. It was very, very, very busy. You would run around like a chicken with your head cut off. You were racing the clock the entire day, wondering if you're going to get all your deliveries off in time. I mean, they push you hard. That's why you see a lot of delivery drivers for FedEx and UPS running to the doors and running back to the truck, because they don't give you time for stoplights and traffic jams. They bust your ass at FedEx and UPS, man. Now, I had another job delivering produce, and it was a great job, man. You just kind of, you had your amount of stops. Some days I would get done in 4 hours. Some days I would work 12 hours, but you had your amount of stops for the day. You could take as long as you needed to get to them. You just kind of went, delivered your stuff. You were on to the next place. You weren't running around like a crazy person, I guess, unless you wanted to get done early and get off for the day, but most of the time, you know, some days I would work 4 hours, some days I would work 6, but I would normally get between 40 and 50 hours a week. You might have 1 or 2 long days per week. Most days were between 6 and 8 hours a day, so it was pretty nice. It was a very nice job, so it depends on the company you're working for, right? If you get a delivery job for a company that's not trying to run you ragged, it's awesome. How was pay as a delivery driver? It was okay. I mean, it wasn't crazy. It wasn't crazy good, but it was enough to make a living off of, I guess. Now, I think at FedEx, you're pretty much guaranteed to be part-time as a delivery driver. There's hardly any full-time positions at FedEx. Like, there was guys that have been there 6 to 8 years still waiting for one of the full-time delivery routes, right? But I think at FedEx, I was making around $14 an hour when I started. I think UPS pays around $18 per hour for their starting. When I worked for the produce company, I don't actually remember what the hourly pay was for that. I think it was around $12 an hour, but this was like, back when I did that was probably like 12 years ago when I was delivering packages. After that, I got a job as a janitor at a college, which was actually a pretty cool job. Leroy Jenkins, are you sure you're allowed to do that? Do you have to have like a special license? That sounds like some sort of thing you're not allowed to do. I don't know. But yeah, I've got a little teeny bedroom in the house and all my stuff is jammed into it, so I'm lucky I have a place to stay. If not, I don't know what I would do, honestly. Short Circuit, what's going on, buddy? Did you have a good birthday, man? Hope it was awesome. But there's a lot of different kind of companies where you can get jobs as delivery drivers. If you could get a delivery driver job for something like lab care, where you just kind of like drive the blood samples around and stuff or whatever, that seems like a pretty cool gig. Now, if you get a big one like FedEx or Amazon or UPS, you're probably going to be running around like a crazy person. It's kind of, I mean, just like any job, there's companies that are good to work for. There's companies that suck to work for. Sometimes you got to try a couple of different companies till you find one that you like. Leroy says, perfectly legal in Michigan. You get a company car and $15 per hour. That would be nice, actually. All right. I haven't been paying much attention to the driving. I've just been like, I'm like on autopilot just driving the car. So I don't know if I'm winning or losing or what. I have no idea. I'm not sure how many races we've even done here, honestly. Sometimes I get into talking and I totally lose track of everything else, but yeah, here in Ohio, it's not really legal. I think you have to have like a medical card or whatever. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed being a delivery driver in a lot of ways. I didn't really like how hard FedEx pushed us, so that part sucked. But when I had the job delivering produce, that was pretty nice. I will say, though, one thing that surprised me is sometimes you would get to your restaurant stop when delivering produce, and you would find out they had a cooler either upstairs or in the basement, and you would go in there with like a dolly with like, I don't know, 800 pounds worth of bags of onions on it. And then you would be like, oh my God, I got to take this up or down the stairs. Now that part sucked. That part sucked big time. What about Fred Smith? Short Circuit says, now I can go live. Cool, cool. Going live's a lot of fun. Back when I first started going live, though, the first couple times I was super nervous for some weird reason. Now I'm so used to it. It's just like, it's just something I do, but my God, it was the first time I ever went live. I think I was nervous. My hands were shaking. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to go live and all these people are going to be watching me live. It was scary. Some people get really, really nervous. Some people don't. And the funny thing is, like, I started going live on my CSR2 channel, and I was doing it for like months and months and months. And then I decided to go live on my second YouTube channel, and I was crazy, crazy nervous for some reason. And I don't know why, because I've been doing it so long on this channel. It's just a weird deal, I guess, being nervous about things. No, I'm in Ohio. I'm glad I'm not in Florida. Heck with that place. Heck with that place. It's too darn hot down there. You probably get eaten by an alligator, and the mosquitoes are terrible. How can you go all live on a game? You would need to get something like Streamlabs or OBS Studio. Now, if you're doing it on your phone, I'm not really sure. If you're doing it from a PC, you can get Streamlabs or OBS Studio. If you're doing it from a phone, I'm not really sure how you would go live on a game. It's been years since I've done that. Alright, I'm coming back out to the lobby. I'm still not paying attention. My gosh. Yeah, I'm in Ohio. I'm kind of near the Cleveland area. It probably takes me like 30 minutes to drive to Cleveland or something. I don't want to say exactly where I live because some weird person might try and hunt me down. I didn't like Danny Lightning's tune. I'm going to find him and stab him in the butt or something. You know, some people get crazy about things, so. So Goku's mad because I said Florida was hot and has a lot of mosquitoes. Well, it does. It's true. Florida has hurricanes, mosquitoes, and lots of heat. I'm just saying how it is, my man. I don't know if you've ever been there or not, but man, I'm not a fan of it. Lots of skeeters. It'll be like 110 degrees and like 98% humidity. Oof, that's not a lot of fun. Not much fun at all. We've never had a hurricane here. We had a storm, but never a hurricane. The last thing I posted, we had a storm that lasted seriously 20 to 30 seconds. And the wind was like something like 80 miles per hour, they said. It seriously came through. It was a 20 or 30 second storm. Well, at least the wind part, right? Like, I've never seen anything like it. It came through and then it was just gone. And it ripped all the trees down. I've never seen anything like it. It was a really weird deal. You've been there a bunch? Yeah, I've been to Florida. I have my grandma used to live in Florida. My grandma and one of my aunt and uncles. So when I was a kid, we used to go down there all the time. And we used to go down to like the Orlando Beach. The beach was cool. I did like going to the beach. What's up, Odom? How you doing today? Now, the last time I went to the beach, the lifeguard had to come get me because I got stuck in a riptide. I was a little kid. I was boogie boarding, and all I know is I was just swimming toward. I was trying to swim back to the shore, And I'm just like swimming, I'm swimming. And I'm like, this is weird. It doesn't look like I'm getting any closer to the shore, which I guess the riptide was pulling me back out into the ocean. I wasn't like scared or freaking out. I didn't really realize. I'm like, oh, this must be like an illusion, but it just doesn't feel like I'm getting closer. Next thing you know, the lifeguard jumps out there and comes and gets me. And he's like, yeah, if this happens, you got to swim sideways. If you swim straight, it's just going to keep pulling you out. I'm like, oh. So I guess if it wasn't for lifeguards, I might have ended up being eaten by a shark or something that day. Gilbert says, Ohio weather, if you wanted to change, just wait a couple of hours. One thing I like about Ohio is it's not crazy hot most of the year. But then again, you do got to deal with the winter, so. I need to find a place to live where it's like 60 degrees 24 hours a day. That would be like the perfect place for me. I don't like heat and I don't like cold. I like it to be chilly. I like hooded sweatshirt weather. William D says, I resemble old people. Does that mean you're young but you look old? What? McGill says he went to Tampa Bay to do some work and it was a nice town. He says the weather just like here in Cancun. Yeah, I think you guys got some really hot weather, don't you? Gilbert says tornadoes, though. You know, in the part of town we live, we don't really get tornadoes too often. There's a lot of places that... I'm glad I don't live in, like, Tornado Alley or something, but... I think when I was a kid, we never saw tornadoes touch down here in Ohio, but the last couple of years, they've been getting a little more common. But we did have one a couple of years back that it didn't actually touch down, but there was a tornado that almost touched down. It went right over our neighborhood. It tore up a bunch of trees. Two of our neighbors' houses, it dropped a tree on them. The one guy's house still... they condemned it. They told it... They said it damaged the structure of the house so bad they condemned the house. The other guy was able to fix his, but that was pretty freaking scary. Now every time it gets windy, I'm scared. I freak out every time it's windy after we had that tornado go through our neighborhood. It was like the smallest one, like an F1 or something, and it didn't actually touch down. And I mean, the damage it did for being the smallest one and not actually touching down was crazy. So yeah. Back Halo, what's up? You're using the Aventador Coupe. Black Halo, are you using the Aventador Coupe with 3 stars? That is a slow, terrible car. I'm not sure if that car has good acceleration or not, but if you, I just put out a video a couple weeks ago about tuning for that type of race. You might want to go check out that video because it'll give you some really good tips and show you how to tune the car for the fastest 0 to 60 and 0 to 100 times. So unfortunately, okay, so basically it's all about having enough parts on the car, finding a car that actually has good 0 to 60 or 0 to 100 times, getting enough parts to make it happen, then tuning it properly. So it's got to be one of those things right there holding you back. Comet said he thinks it has good enough acceleration to beat Tempest 1. But yeah, I don't think I've ever really driven that car. I just know it's a very slow car, but I don't know if the acceleration's good or bad on it. One thing about Tempest, though, is when you're stuck on Tempest, there may be a time where you have to spend some gold to find another car. So my advice for people doing Tempest has always been this: don't lock in something if it's not ready to beat the races. You might want to look at some of the other cars you have, or you might just need more parts. I don't know, but... Which Tempest are you on exactly? Did he say, or... Oh, Tempest 1. I mean, Tempest 1 was pretty easy. If you get enough parts on it and you tune it properly, you might be able to make it through. But yeah, when it comes to like Tempest 2, that gets a little harder. Tempest 3 gets way harder. So for Tempest 3, you need to have a pretty decently fast car. Too many Buckeyes, Leroy. I don't see a whole lot of Buckeyes. Thank you for the swaps. Gilbert, you out of here. Have a great day. Not Buckeyes, Buckeyes. Too many Buckeyes. That was a stutter. I wasn't trying to say Buckeyes. I'm not sure what a Buckeye is, but I don't think I want to know. See, I monitor my stream. I hear myself say things back that didn't come out right. It sounded like I said Buckeyes. Oh, man. If such a thing exists, I probably don't want to know about it. I love Takis. Hey, what's up? I don't really down tune cars. I don't really know about down tuning. So basically, if you're trying to down tune, that means you're trying to tune a car to beat the dyno by way more than it's supposed to. That's not something I actually get into. So I can't really tell you about down tuning. I know I think it's the Ferrari F40 Berlinetta. I know that one's got a crazy down tune on it, but that's not something I ever get into because I don't think it's fair to down tune. It's not fair for other players to down tune cars, so I don't do that. But I know that one has a crazy down tune. You lose all the Evo point. You lose all of the Evo points, but so Black Halo, you just need to find a good fast car. I mean, I don't know what you currently have, but one thing about this game is you don't want to be in a rush to get through this stuff. So, Pappy, I still haven't finished Performance Ford. I got to the last race on each one, and I've been collecting the free crates on that for years. So, I don't see any reason to beat it, to tell you the truth. I just collect my free crates. Hey, I don't care about beating Performance Ford. I mean, I went through all of it and stopped at the last race on each one. And I think that's really the way you want to do that. So I'd say get through as much of it as you can and then just stop before you finish it. What's up, Darka? How you doing? I'm actually amazed they haven't cut off the crates for that yet because there's probably a lot of us still collecting the free crates. I'm not really sure, but I bet I have a ridiculous amount of Ford Fusion parts saved up. I can only imagine. One day I should go and look and see how many I actually have. I bet it's redonkulous. I could be wrong, but I bet I got at least like 2 billion of each. Of course, I don't have that much, but you never know. Is there any benefit of actually beating Performance Ford? I mean, What does the last race give you? Pretty much nothing, I guess. What are the best lobby times to be in? I mean, I find that lower setting up. Okay, so if you're live racing, I find that setting up a car on lower upgrades and being somewhere in like the 10 to 13 second lobbies with a lower upgraded car is usually really nice. I mean, you want to find, it's more about finding the cars that you can set up for low performance point high Evo. It's not really about the lobby times. Maxed out cars don't tend to be very good live racers, but lower upgrades on a car often makes it really good at live racing, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's how they got this crazy game set up. I'll tell you what, I really like that blue color on that car. That looks really nice. It kicked my butt too. Dakar, have a great day. Oh, Guy, you're leaving. Okay, Guy's leaving. Never mind. Later, Guy. Have a great day, buddy. That guy beat my butt. Those Regueras are some of the best cars in the game when it comes to live racing. Those are almost unbeatable. The Regueras are some of the absolute best live racers you're ever going to find in CSR if you set it up correctly. They're just plain out beasts. Alright, so he's not swapping with me, so this must not be one of you guys. Alright, so the 911 Turbo, I'm not really sure which one of the 911s. Most of the Porsches in this game aren't very good. Now, the Toyota GR Supra is a really nice car. That car has got good top speed. It's got good acceleration. It's fast. It can be set up for live racing. That Toyota Supra has pretty much everything going for it once you have a decent amount of upgrades on it. So that's going to be a way better car than the Porsche or the Aventador. Now, I don't know how many parts you have on it or how many elite upgrades you have on it, but at some point, that car is just going to be a beast. Oh, wow. Pappy says you can down-tune KJ's Supra by 1 second. I didn't know that. That's crazy. But please don't steal money from new players, guys. That makes people quit the game. Please set up cars fairly, you know what I mean? My live racing setups win a lot of races, but other players, if somebody knows how to tune a car, they can still beat me. I don't set mine up to dominate and destroy everybody. I set mine up to be really good, but I don't set them up to be unbeatable. So my tunes that I show you guys require only a few parts for live, and they're also fair. So I try to keep things fair for everybody. Some people consider these low performance high evo things down tunes, but they are very different. Down tunes are like what I call cheater tunes. Low performance point high evos give you an advantage, but they don't give you an unfair advantage unless a player just really has no idea how to tune a car. And more than likely, if somebody doesn't know what they're doing on tuning anyways, they're going to lose. So if you have a good car and you know how to tune it, bam, you got a chance to beat my live racing setups. You know what I mean? Yeah, Angel, it took me over 2 years to get the second Supra. It's a very, very long process. I got to pee really bad, so we're going to do a couple races here, then I got to go pee. My bladder's yelling at me. Alright, so Black Halo, unfortunately the Shelby Cobra is a very hard car to get parts for. Shelby parts are very rare in this game. Generally when it comes to Legends, I always tell people to lock in the cars that are easier to get parts for, like the Fords. Fords are really easy to get parts for, you know what I mean? Shelby, not easy to get parts for. So the best answer I can give you, if you've locked in a Shelby, you're probably going to need to save up your bronze keys. Go into the garage, go to the Shelby, and then you're going to click on Rare Imports and go to the Parts tab. Once you get to the Parts tab, you'll see crates there you can open to get parts for whatever car you're currently in. So that's going to be the easiest way for you to get Shelby parts, but unfortunately it may take a few months of saving keys to be able to get enough parts to like max that car out. But that's probably the best way to do it if you don't get enough parts just from doing the Legends events themselves. All right, I have to pee. My bladder is screaming at me, so I will be right back. And give me 2 minutes, everybody. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm back. All right. Let's get back to the live stream. Where are we at here? Where's the live button? I can't find it. There it is. I found it. Cool. Leroy says Three's Company. Black Halo says thank you. You're welcome. We got Odom in this orange thingy. That's a pretty crazy looking car right there. Yeah, guys, please don't down-tune cars and beat up new players and take all their money. Coolburn, what about knocking on the door? What's going on now? I'm confused there. I must have missed something. Alright, so I love, what do you mean by you use the whole bars? I don't know what whole bars are, my friend. I have no idea what whole bars are. The AVI Tour, hey, what's up? If you look at the pinned comment, I normally have the, let you guys know what lobby my car should be running in on the pinned comment. Matt Hell, what's up? He likes the Pagani Utopia. That's actually a really nice car. It's amazing. They gave us that car for free, and it seems really good. Oh, no. I had a really bad start. I was reading the comments and not really paying attention to the car, and it didn't do well like that, did it? Coburn, I don't know if that's weird or what, but that sounds kind of weird. I snorted. Coburn, you're freaking me out over there. Hey, Famous, how's it going? Melon says the Utopia is one of the top 5 cars in the game. So if Melon likes it that much, you know it's good. Short Circuit says, I'm going for the Regera. Full tuning bars, tires, nuts, and transmission. I just don't know what you mean by tuning bars. I don't know what a tuning bar is exactly. That's not a term I've ever heard anybody use before. Maybe you're talking about the gearing, the little gearing chart? I'm not sure. Hold on. Autumn, are you done racing? Thank you for the swaps. Alright, so if your car is running around 12.00, then your car is probably going to end up in the 12-second lobby. So you want to tune a car to run 12.00. Does that make sense? Preferably if you can make it run 12.0 without beating the dyno time, that's even better. You want to try and get the dyno time as close to 12 and get it running right about 12. That way the car always stays in the 12-second lobby and doesn't get moved around. Alright, so starting off new, should I get the GTI or the Bosch 302? In my opinion, the GTI is better because the Bosch 302 requires you to put a bunch of elite upgrades on it, which takes longer to get. With the GTI, you can just upgrade it, throw some fusion parts on it, tune it, and you're good to go. It's not going to take you as long to get what you need. Now, the Bosch GTI or the Bosch Mustang is a little bit better, but you're going to have to sit there and run through Legends events and do showdowns and this and that to get the Elite Tuners tokens, or I should say the Elite Customs tokens, to put those upgrades on there to make it as fast as possible. So I highly recommend going with the GTI. It'll beat the first 3 bosses, no problem. It's good at live racing. It's just an all-around really good car, and you don't have to do anything extra to make it good like you do with the boss. So I would say get the GTI first and get the boss later once you get into the Legend stuff. A video I made talking about the full bar. Yeah, I just don't know what a full bar is, my friend. I really don't know. Maybe, I don't ever remember referring to anything as a full bar, so I just don't know what that is. I mean, you have 3 sliders when you tune cars. You have a transmission slider, a nitrous slider, and a tire slider. Yeah, I got the advertisement as well. That one was only like 2 seconds long, though. Ads aren't bad if they're like 2 seconds long, I guess. That's how I look at it. If it's really short, that's not as bad. Those long ones that are like 3 minutes, my God, why do they even have those? I mean, the only way to tune cars is with those sliders, so... So, Prince, you can actually find out. If you go to your garage, you're going to see this little circle with an eye inside of it. That's the information circle. Once you click on that, you can click on your stage 6 parts, find the coinseg parts, click on stage 6, and then you can actually scroll down through and see if they share parts. So that's how you can check yourself so you don't have to ask. I would show you, but if I leave the live racing lobby, anybody in here waiting to race me is going to miss out. So... But yeah, that's the easiest way to find out if your cars are going to share parts or not. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, the Camaros are all excellent cars. I'm pretty sure they do share parts if I remember correctly, but you might want to go double check. I love the Camaros. I mean, they're some of the best cars in the game. Some of the absolute best cars in the game. But even if you just have the basic one, it's amazing. The launch one is slightly better. I think the Camaro launch looks really cool too. So yeah, that's awesome. Give me Camaros. That's what I say. Yeah, it's definitely worth upgrading. The Camaros are sweet. My sinuses are still really messed up. I don't know, I felt sick for like 3 weeks there. It was terrible. I'm starting to feel better, but I still have like nasty sinuses. Oh, this car is going to be a pain to deal with. Those Audis are very good live racing cars. For some weird reason, I still want to shift this like I do with the 600 LT. AVI, I think they're going to give us a free car for the Halloween event, but I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on this, but in the past, they have given out the Viper snake skin for free, so I'm guessing we're going to get that for free again, but I don't know. It's a very good possibility, but it's not guaranteed. I'm just taking a guess here. They might decide not to give us anything for free. I don't know. But probably. Just so you know, it sucks. I made a video about the Halloween event this morning, and if they do give it to us for free, it's a crappy car. Just remember that. But the snake skin looks really cool, but it's not cool at all. It's pretty terrible. Yeah, I don't think there are any Vipers in the game that are worth really driving or doing anything with, unfortunately. It's amazing how many bad cars we have in this game. I'm not sure if I'm going to bother with the Halloween event, honestly. It's not looking wonderful. Leroy says, I hate upgrading the snakeskin just to win another crappy Viper. Yeah, I hear you on that. I don't think I'm going to do it. So I'm guessing the red eye is either going to be sold with gold or pulled out of crates, or possibly they might charge you real money for it. I doubt they're going to give you a red eye. I mean, that's highly unlikely. It would be nice. Melon says the rest of them just suck. Yeah, the red eye is a nice car. I do like the red eye. The red eye is very nice. I mean, there's better cars in the game than the red eye, but I do like the red eye. I think it's a decent car. Yeah, I think most Tier 5 cars, I mean, most Prestige Cup cars are usually going to be Tier 4 or Tier 5. Most people don't like when they're lower tiers, but the nice part about a lower tier Prestige car is you don't have to spend as much money to upgrade it. It's cheap to upgrade a low tier car. You know what I'm saying? Millen says, maybe I should share the tune next time. Tune for what, Millen? I'm not sure which car you're talking about there. The red eye? Are you talking about the red eye? I think that has a really good live racing setup, doesn't it? I think, yeah, the red eye. Gotcha. I'm getting a headache. I need more coffee. I need Tylenol and coffee or something. I don't know. The AVI says the lower prestige is way better for showdown rewards. OFR, there's always events going on. I'm not really sure which Ford event you're talking about, but like the Ford performance events, like both of them, I've never finished. Usually once you finish the main two Ford events, it's over. So a lot of us never finish them, and we just keep collecting the free crates. William D says PC cars are usually substandard. Yes, they normally are. Not always, but a lot of them are. It sucks upgrading a PC car just to do the PC when you're never going to use the car again. That's the worst part. Is when the car sucks, you're like, ah, man, I got to spend stuff on this. Sean says, did you catch a cold? I don't know. I haven't been feeling good for like 3 or 4 weeks now. I feel a lot better, but my sinuses are still really messed up. I don't think I have a cold. I think I just have allergies or sinuses. The weather changed here, so it went from being hot to cold overnight, and that always messes me up. Yeah, it's nice when the Prestige Cup car is actually a good one. Yeah, the only reason I do the Prestige Cup is to earn the respect points for my crew. And to make videos about it, both. Man, that's a cool looking Lexus. I like it. 3. Nope. I jumped the gun. 3, 2, 1, go. Ah, the Lexus kicked my butt. That Lexus is a really good live racing car, guys. Really good. People say it's one of the best live racing cars in the game, actually. Alright, so Nexus is looking for people that can do 1.5 million per season to join a crew. Alright, here we go. He got me twice. Alright, he's not here to swap with me, so I guess we'll go back to the lobby. What? What kind of a name is that? That's a messed up name this person has. Your Lamborghini stands no chance against my Bugatti, sir. My Bugatti should beat your butt. Comment says, interesting name. It's a very strange name. Very, very strange name. How to launch perfectly? I mean, when the thing says go, you just have to tap the launch button at the same time. I mean, if you look at the launch time, you know, I never launched perfectly. I mean, I was like a little bit late. I was half of a tenth of a second. I don't know what you call that. A millionth of a second? A hundredth of a second? Something. But, you know, it just takes a lot of practice to get good at shifting and launching and stuff like that. Pappy says, probably a 10-year-old thinking they're cool. You never know. Yeah, this game takes a lot of practice. I mean, there's probably people that shift and launch way better than I do. Every car is different, too. You got to learn the cars once you get them. Some cars want a perfect start. Some cars don't. You just got to figure out each car and learn where to launch each car. Hey, Tamar. What's up, buddy? Nice to see ya. What's up, Jimmy? Jimmy says, I think they want to burn our Dodge resources on the Halloween event. Oh, that's an interesting thought. He says, yeah. He thinks they want to get our Dodge resources because the art event's going to have a Dodge coming up. Huh. I never thought about that, but you're probably right. They sure do a lot of things to try to burn up our resources, that's for sure. You're stuck at a 3.33 launch. I don't know if you notice, you hear me count. You hear me say 3, 2, 1, go, and that helps me get a better launch time when I count it out. So you might want to try counting it down. That might help you. I don't know. It's worth a shot. Am I going to live stream again today? Nope, just this one. But if you got to go, that's have a great day, and thank you for stopping by. It was nice to see you. Normally on Fridays and Sundays, I do one live stream each one of those days. 2, 1, launch button. There's also the possibility that you're having some sort of lag, like if you're, depending on the phone you're using or your internet connection, sometimes that can make you lag as well, making launches harder. Now, I used to play this game on a really lousy phone, and it would always lag. It was hard to get a really good launch on a laggy phone. I get the yawns. All right, rematch. I mean, your launch just depends on how well you hit the launch button and if your phone is lagging or not, right? Yeah, I haven't seen Mon in a little while. I'm not really sure what he's got going on. I don't know if he stopped playing the game or what, but... yeah, I haven't talked to him in a little bit. One thing about these mobile games is a lot of people do quit playing. I mean, they kind of have high turnover rates. Definitely been a while. Like, I noticed he was stopping in less and less, and then we just kind of stopped seeing him. So my guess is he probably quit. Firearms sees a lot of people in F1s. Yeah, F1s are really good cars. Pistol Smoke, I'm sorry if I cheated you out of a win there. I don't like this headache I'm getting, man. My left eyeball hurts. My left eye is like, ouch. Yuri, are you sure something hasn't beat it yet? I thought there was a new, faster car out. I could totally be wrong, though. Let me look. I'm going to check it out. Yeah, the Solus is still the fastest. He is very correct about that. Yeah, the F1's definitely one of the best RP earning cars in the game. The F1 is a very, very good car for live racing if you set it up properly. Maxed out, it doesn't do very good, but on like stage 5 parts, it does very nice. Oh, wow, that is the Shaq Segura. Man. I didn't even realize that. I've never seen anybody live race this in years. It's a shame that car sucks because it sure does look nice. Oh boy. All right. I do not like headaches. I might need to take an aspirin or something because, man, this is not pleasant. Yeah, you know, if you watch old videos about fastest cars, those are normally not relevant anymore. Anytime you're watching a video on YouTube, I always pay attention to the date, no matter what it is. If it's a video about something and I realize, oh, this video was made 4 years ago, then I kind of go, this may not be the most relevant information. Like, it doesn't really matter what it's about. If it's not a newer video, I don't really take it too seriously, you know what I mean? If it's a video whether or not potatoes are healthy for you, I still don't trust it if it's 4 years old. Pappy, you out of here, buddy? Have a great day. We'll catch you later. All right, we got Unstoppable. I'm not sure why we just disconnected there, but yeah, the headache I have is really weird. It feels like a miniature brain freeze, like where you have a slushy too fast or something. Maybe that's what you call a migraine. I'm not sure. You don't see too many people running this Porsche. I'm actually surprised because it's kind of a good car. Colburn says, I don't watch any videos if it was made more than a year ago. I mean, some stuff I'll watch even if it's old. Like if it's a microphone review. I mean, I highly doubt the microphone changed the way it was sound. If it's a 10-year-old microphone review, I mean, the microphone probably sounded the same 10 years ago as the way it does now. So I guess there are some exceptions. All right, Short Circuit has found melon again. I do not like headaches. Me and headaches do not like each other one bit. All right. Yuri is 31 times 3. So you're 93 years old? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That sounds suspicious. You can't be that old, can you? A leave. I don't know if I've ever had a leave. I've got aspirin and I've got Tylenol. I actually have both. I like the aspirin better personally. I know it's supposedly bad for your stomach, but for me, bare aspirin is the best thing you can have for a headache. It works faster and better. I can't remember if it's my turn to win. Okay. I'm having a really hard time concentrating with this freaking headache, man. Wow. All right, hold on, guys. I am going to take some what just happened? I'm going to take some headache medicine. Hold on a second. This is miserable. I don't get headaches like this often. And I don't like it. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm returning now. I'm returning. Alright. Hopefully that kicks the headache's butt really quick. Let me get the, make sure the stream's still going. Here we go. Perfect. Perfect, I think. No, it's not perfect. Hold on a second. There. No, what the heck? There seems to be a problem with my live stream. 1 second. I'm having an issue with this really quickly here. Hopefully it's really quickly and not really longly. What the heck, YouTube? You're being a pain in my butt. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. There we go. Now it's going to make me watch advertisements again. There we are. YouTube's giving me technical difficulties. Where's the thingy dingy at? There we go. Now we're back to being live and back to the game. All right. Sorry about that. Tomorrow, what do you mean by fast swap, buddy? I mean, you can only swap at the speed the game allows you to swap at, so. Three, two, one, go. Yeah, this Bullide's a really nice car. So Eli, in order to get money on this game, what you need to do is run a lot of races. I mean, I'm not really sure where you're at in the game, but when I first started and I was running like tier 1 cars, I'm like, oh, I'm never going to get any money anywhere. And, you know, once you start getting higher tier cars, those make more money as they win races. And, I mean, it takes a really, really long time to... It takes a really long time to save up resources. Unless you're playing for several hours a day. I mean, the more money, the more you play, and the more races you can win per day with a higher tier car, the more you're going to get, which is good. But I mean, for your average player, it's probably going to take many years to save up a lot of resources. But I mean, if you play a decent amount, you should always be able to upgrade a couple of cars every season. Just depends on how much you play, I suppose. Leroy says, I have to Google some of these when chatting with younger friends. Jimmy says his first computer was a Commodore 64. My aunt used to have a Commodore 64. We thought that was awesome when I was a little kid. Angel says a Packard Bell. I've never even heard of a Packard Bell. Is that a real thing? Hey, Ark. Nice to see ya. How's it going? It's going pretty good for me, my man. I think it's my turn to win this one. My eyeballs hurt. It's terrible. Angel feels old. There's a lot of people well over 40, I'm sure, playing this game. 40 is not that old, my man. Jimmy says the Packard Bell is a classic. Is HP a Packard Bell? HP is Hewlett Packard or whatever. Hewlett, something like that. Melon says adding parts and infusions will make it worse. But if you're trying to live race, if you're trying to win live races, you got to set up cars in very specific ways these days. Art, glad you're doing good, buddy. That's awesome. Now, if you notice, I have a whole playlist on how to drive different cars. And if the title or the thumbnail says live racing or live racing setup, then that means I've found some sort of live racing setup for the car that doesn't require very many parts. The Bell Telephone Company. Are you sure they make computers? I mean, I remember the Bell Telephone Company, but I don't remember them making computers. That's crazy. Ian, what kind of games does your 15-year-old kid play, bud? How you doing today? I mean, most of these mobile games are all a grind. I'm not really sure what he's playing that's not, but does he not play mobile games or what? There's a lot of younger people that play these games, and they're all a big old giant grind. You got to grind for hours and hours and hours on these games. It is annoying, but these games are still pretty fun. At least I think so. Yeah, regulation races are super annoying, but that's one of the easiest ways to earn game cash in this game. Go to the highest tier and best regulation race you can run and do that over and over and over again. It's very monotonous, but I'll tell you what, I used to be able to earn about 1 million game cash in an hour doing that with a tier 5 car and the tier 5 pro regulation. Ark, I don't know, buddy. I doubt it. It sounds like it's not going to be very good. I haven't played with it yet, but I heard a couple of people say it sucks, so it sounds like it's not going to be. So either today or tomorrow, I'm going to be working on a video for that car. I still got to figure the thing out. I haven't really had a chance to play with it yet, but... yeah, I don't know why they can't have a re-race or a next race button on there. Going back to the garage is what makes it really tedious and annoying, but... William D says, Max said the voodoo is doo-doo. The voodoo is doo-doo. Which video did he say that on? I know I watched one of his videos about the his thoughts on the event, but if he said it during that, I must have missed that part. Melon says the voodoo is crap. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to bother to do the Halloween event because it doesn't seem like it's going to be worth it. If it's not worth it, why spend your resources, right? Ark, yeah, most of the Vipers are not very good. They need to make better Vipers in this game, I'll tell you. Alright, we'll go back out to the lobby after this one. Thank you for the swaps. Melon says it can't be good. I'm sorry. You better be sorry, Melon. You better be sorry, sir. I think Melon's the one who made the car bad. Alright, let's go back out to the lobby there. Crow Killer, thanks, buddy. That was fun. Alright, who else is waiting to race me? Anybody? 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 Oh, we got Wife Swap Star. I feel bad for your wife, sir. Angel says, Viper Sniper. Is that a rubber ducky or a snake? Looks like a rubber ducky. I can't tell. From here, that looks like a rubber ducky emoji. But it sort of resembles a snake at the same time. But Eli, one thing about this game is it takes a lot of grinding, a lot of patience, and a lot of time spent. You gotta also learn to manage your resources properly, because once you get up to upgrading a tier 5 car, I mean 8 million game cash to upgrade one car. You upgrade a couple of those and all your game cash is just gone, even if you've been saving it for a year or two. So you gotta be very, very, very stingy with your resources. If you don't absolutely need it or it's not amazing, don't upgrade it. That's what I say. A white Viper with a big wing. I thought that said wig for a second. I'm like, what's he talking about? A Viper with a wig? Oh, man. I'm like, a wig? What's he talking about there? This headache's not going away. We got about 10 minutes left on the stream, everybody. Which I'm glad, because my head's killing me. It may be lack of coffee. Maybe I need some caffeine. I didn't have enough coffee this morning. I'm not sure. But my head's killing me. The aspirin didn't help. Uh-oh, we disconnected. Poo-poo doo-doo. There's short circuit. Alright, short circuit. Are you going to be able to kick my butt or what? In that car, you should be able to beat me. Let's find out if it can kill me or not. Is my car going to get beat? He should probably kick my major buttocks. That didn't come out right. Oh, he slowed down. Short circuit, you're supposed to try and win the first race, buddy. What's up, Hab? How's it going? Habaputra X. I'm probably saying that wrong, but how's it going? Country Balls. That's a very interesting name you have there. Hababula X Country Balls? What does that mean exactly? I'm trying to figure that one out. That's a very interesting name. Country Balls. Not country. All right. Angel Yada here. Have a great day. Thank you for stopping by my crazy stream. I'm sorry I feel terrible today. I don't think I've been paying attention to the chat as much as normal. The headache has me really distracted here, so it's hard to concentrate when you have a bad headache. What bonuses? Any idea why they are taking away my bonuses when upgrading elites? Can you explain a little more? I don't think I guess there's different types of bonuses you can get in this game, so you need to be really specific sometimes, I think. What the heck? Look at that. Look at that cruise name, D Lightning Fans. Check that out. Somebody has a crew called D Lightning Fans. That's interesting. Which one of you is this here? I assume this is probably one of you guys. That's kind of cool. Oh! I think he slowed down though. The RP bonuses. So, when you upgrade cars to different elite levels, there's no reason why you would be losing RP bonuses unless you're having a game glitch or something. So I'm not really sure why you would be losing bonuses. I mean, the more of those cars you elite, the more bonuses you get. I guess without really being able to see what's going on, it's hard to tell you what's happening, but you shouldn't be losing any bonuses when upgrading cars. You should maybe be gaining bonuses. That's really weird. A flag ball. All right, thank you for the swaps, buddy. That was KR69. I guess he's not going to challenge me back. Wyatt says I'm level 23 now and I have a tier 4 car. Cool. Hopefully it's a good tier 4. Suffer. So most tier 5 cars are going to be somewhere in the 7 to 8 million game cash to get it. I can't talk. To get it to stage 5 plus fit all the fusion parts will be somewhere in the 7 to 8 million RP range. Probably closer to 7, but you also got to think about fitting the fusion parts all cost money as well. So roughly just we'll say 7 million is a pretty realistic. It's been a little while since I've completely maxed one out and paid attention to it, but it used to be a little over 7 million. It's very expensive. All right, we only got like 2 more minutes left on the stream, guys. So I think on Friday, on next Friday's stream, Melon's going to join us on the last half and answer a bunch of tuning questions and stuff. So if you guys don't know, Melon's like a super crazy live racing tuning guy. So he's going to hop on and answer our questions. Oh man, I just burped and stomach acid came up and now it's burning my throat. Terrible. I don't like it. Wyatt says, Danny, how can I find you? Well, unfortunately, you're coming right at the end of the stream, but generally, if you notice up at the top, I'll have a pinned comment up there telling you what lobby I'm on. So what you need to do is try to tune a car to that time and get the car running that time as well. So like today, I should be in around the 12-0 or possibly even 12-2 lobby, but yeah, acid reflux. I don't get that very often, but every once in a while. Thank you, buddy. Mike Santos says half mile, not quarter mile. Half mile for what, my friend? I'm not sure what you're referring to, but William D, that time I did not get the advertisement. So yeah, tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 generally run the half mile. No. Hold on. Let me rephrase that. Tier 1 through 3 normally runs the quarter mile, and tier 4 and tier 5 normally run the half mile. Now, there are some exceptions to that, but that's the way it is most of the time. Yuri says most good tier 4 cars are SUVs. I don't know, but in real life, I'm not a big fan of SUVs. Hey, Mixton, what's up? Unfortunately, you're coming right at the end of the stream, but it's nice to see ya. Hey, Star, what's going on? Star says, you are late, buddy. Who's late? Who is late? I don't think I have any heartburn stuff. I'm not even sure if I can take heartburn stuff, honestly. I have a lot of diet restrictions, which sucks, but today is one of them days, man. I got the crazy headache and I got the heartburn. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of that at all. Has anybody ever played Age of Z Origins? If so, is that a good game in you guys' opinion? William D, you're welcome, buddy. All right. Thank you for the swaps. That was fun. I'm going to put the little thing up for ending soon, so. Milk, ew. Milk is nasty. I don't know how anybody can have milk. To me, that's like one of the most disgusting things in the world. Ugh. Yuck. Even when I was a kid, I think I hated milk. It doesn't taste good. It doesn't look good. Yeah. I think milk's actually really bad for you. If you really look it up, it sounds like milk's not healthy for you like they claim. William D says, smash that like button. Yeah, we would definitely appreciate that. Thank you. That would be awesome. Dream Man, good swaps, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, you know, most of the tier 4 cars that I like are not SUVs, but there might be a couple good SUVs. I don't know. Chocolate milk hater. Now, chocolate milk, I used to love that when I was a kid. I drank a lot of chocolate milk when I was in school. I guess I did like chocolate milk. I wouldn't drink it now, though. Ah, Wyatt says the lag glitch he was having is fixed. That's awesome, buddy. I'm glad to hear that. Mixton says capping a game is easy. It just depends on how much time you have to play, I think. If you have enough time, capping is not too bad. If enough time and a good live racing car, you can do it for sure. Yeah, the Juke R is a great car, honestly. On stage 4 parts, I have a video how to set that up to live race on stage 4 parts. I was not expecting the Juke R to be a good car, but it's actually really good. Is the Juke an SUV? I don't know what you call the Juke. I don't think it's an SUV, but it's not a car either. I don't know what it is. You know what we're going to call the Juke R? We're going to call it weird because it's very strange. It's the weirdest looking little thing I've ever seen. Yeah, if you look in the video's description, there should be a link to the Discord server in there. Melon says it's a mini SUV. I don't know. I wouldn't call it an SUV. I would call it a strange hatchback. SHB. It's a SHB, guys. It is a SHB. Definitely a mini SUV. He says that's what they call it in the UK. SHB. I made that up all by myself. At Nissan, they called it what? A mini hatchback? A mini SUV, I'm sorry. I don't agree. SHB. Tell Nissan it's an SHB, please. Thank you. They'll understand. All right, guys. I got to get up, get some stuff done, have some breakfast, start answering all the comments on my YouTube channels, and then I got to start working on this Voodoo. The Voodoo car. That's something I got to start working on today and tomorrow. Really get that thing figured out. See if it's got any type of live racing setups. I mean, even though I'm pretty sure it's going to be crap, I'm still going to try just in case. The Dodge Viper Voodoo. Which sounds like it might be a big pile of poodoo. So, yeah. All right, guys. You guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for coming out to the stream. I appreciate you guys a lot. You guys are amazing. Thank you. And I'll be back on Friday and next Sunday for some more live streams. Hope to see you guys there. All right, so Melon put a link to the Discord, so just download Discord and click on that link, and you'll join the server there where you can find Melon. All right, you guys are awesome. Lightning out. See ya.